That's Zach Pascal fumbling the football, at least initially. Bills fans were thinking it was a fumble. It's actually ruled down. Colts would maintain possession of the football, but unable to turn it into points again as the Buffalo Bills will advance to the divisional round for the first time in a quarter century. What's good? Welcome to Game Day Highlights presented by Pepsi. Kyle Montgomery here with you, soon to be joined by the Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson. Let's get a look at the final score, how things went down in this one. Josh Allen, just his third year as a starting quarterback, throws for 324, a couple of touches, and leading the Bills again to their first playoff win in 25 years. Philip Rivers takes his first wild card round loss, falling by 3, and who knows what's next for him and this Colts team moving forward. But we got plenty to talk about, and we got a Hall of Famer to break it down, LaDainian Tomlinson, who could probably run 2 touchdowns on you right now. Am I right, LT?
No, you're absolutely right, Kyle.
Happy to have him alongside here as we get Super Wild Card Weekend started in a super wild fashion, LT. Look, Colts had every chance here. They were aggressive with their play calling. They dictated the pace early, had a shot at the end. Credit Buffalo. They wanted this a little bit more.
Yeah, credit Buffalo in particular. Their defense, Kyle, when I think about this game, it really came down to the red zone defense for the Buffalo Bills. They were outstanding in the red zone. They kept the Colts out of the end zone, made them kick field goals early in the game. And I also think about, Kyle, right before halftime, remember, the Colts had a chance to kick a field goal. Instead, they went for it on 4th and goal. Philip Rivers missed Michael Pittman in the back of the end zone. That was a huge momentum swing. In return, the Buffalo Bills go down and score a touchdown right before half. To me, that was definitely the difference in the game.
Piggybacking off that, LT, when you assess Frank Reich's aggressive play calling in this, he went for it on 4th down several times. I mean, he was going for the gusto here. What did you make of the play calling? Were you comfortable with how aggressive he was?
Well, this is who Frank Reich is. You know, he's always been an aggressive coach, especially with play calling. Even at the point when it was 24-16, if you recall, he went for 2 points. And, you know, everybody was thinking, like, why would he go for 2 points at that point? You know, just kick the field goal, make it a 1-score game. But he went for 2. He thought there was an opportunity to get within 6. Maybe the analytics told him that if they went for 2 at that point, that maybe they had a better chance at winning that game. But in return, when I think about it, I can't fault Frank Reich for doing what he thought was best for his football team, staying aggressive. This is who he's been all year long. I wouldn't change it today.
Meantime, for Josh Allen, night and day from the quarterback we saw in the playoffs, ousted early last year. He showed some real resolve in this one. You talked about that drive right after the 4th down stop before halftime, obviously how this game kind of transpired down the stretch. How would you assess his growth from just a year ago from what you saw here today?
Well, he was totally in control of this football game. You know, there was never a time out there that I thought he was out of control or he didn't have command of the football game. He just always seemed to make the right plays. And a lot of times he avoided pressure and escaped to his right to make big plays for his football team. You know, Josh Allen has just made an incredible jump this year. And I'll tell you, I thought the key for the Colts, if they were going to win this game, Kyle, was to create pressure with just 4 people and drop 7 in coverage. Obviously, they couldn't do that because if you give Josh Allen time in the pocket, he's going to find someone. He's going to find one of those outstanding receivers and make you pay. And then when you bring pressure, he knows where to go with the football. This is a young man that's at the top of his game right now, and he's only getting better.
Yeah, congratulations again to the Buffalo Bills, the first team stamping their ticket to the divisional round. But how did they get it done? That's what we got the pictures for. Let's get to the highlights. Bills playing host to the Colts. First game, Super Wild Card Weekend, hosting a playoff game for the first time since '96. Had a little over 6,000 fans able to attend, so a little small sampling of Bills Mafia. There's Philip Rivers entering with a 4-0 record in the wild card round, but 5-6 all time in the playoffs. Josh Allen trailing by 3 early on. LT, we talked about how valuable Stephon Diggs has been to Allen's growth, and he puts up this one on the money. Good to have a receiver like this, though.
No question about it. You look at that throw, he's just a flick of the arm. But check this one out. Oh, my God. Everybody thought he was going to run with the football. Josh Allen said, no, I'm going to throw this ball.
It looked like a designed run initially. He improvises. It ain't got to be pretty to count. And he finds Dawson Knox in the end zone for the touchdown. Bills lead at 7-3 at that point. By the way, Josh Allen, the 5th player in NFL history to have a rushing, throwing, and receiving touchdown in the playoffs. 7-3 contest. Colts not going anywhere. 1st and 10. There's Phillip Rivers going to find Michael Pittman. Big game. Threatening inside the 5-yard line now. And it's a touchdown as Taylor's able to punch it in. Coming off a huge Week 17 performance where he went for 253. So Taylor here, stuffed on 3rd and goal with the Colts leading 10-7 here. And this was the controversial call you were talking about a little bit earlier, LT. 4th and goal, Frank Wright opts to not kick the field goal here, and they miss a huge opportunity.
Yeah, no question about it, Kyle. You see, I understand the aggressiveness for Frank Wright, but at that point, kick the field goal, kick the ball off and make Josh Allen drive the field with a tie ball game right before half.
So here's how the Bills will respond. Backed up in their own territory. Josh, what a play. Just unbelievable. Finds Gabriel Davis down the right sideline. 37-yard gain. They will review the play, and it turns out that he kept both feet in bounds. You can see Josh Allen breathing a sigh of relief there. Later in the drive, Bills going for it. Komoko Toure jumps off sides. The Bills get a free play that's intercepted by Isaiah Rodgers. The offsides, though, gives the Bills a 1st down. And obviously not good if you're the Colts, because then Josh Allen, he can do this too. He's a big body, and he can move them legs, LT.
Yeah, he can move them legs, and have you seen the man dance? He can dance as well.
I did see him. They were really loose this week in practice. He gets loose right here and into the end zone. And again, Allen now has a touchdown pass, run, and catch in just 6 quarters in his postseason career. 5th player in NFL history to do so. I'll be smiling too. 3rd quarter now. Colts ball trailing 17-10. Here's old man Rivers. Looking like an old man right here, trying to find Michael Pittman. He puts it behind him. And the Colts would have to settle for yet another field goal. It's been somewhat of their bugaboo here this season. 17th in the league in red zone scoring percentage. They would not get a score here because Rodrigo Blankenship would miss it point-blank range. So a chance for Indy to kind of cut into that lead. Sean McDermott and company are loving it. 4th quarter, ensuing Bills drive. Josh Allen. He's going to unload deep. Who's he looking for? You dig? You dig, LT?
I dig it. Those two have been fun to watch. Look how he looks off the safety in this cover 3 defense. Looks off the safety, goes right back to Stephon Diggs. Knows he has him one-on-one. Great hookup by those two.
35-yard touchdown. Bills extend their lead to 14. Colts would need to answer quickly, and they would. Nyheim Hines takes the handoff. 29-yard run for him. 7th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Rivers to Zach Pascal, gets into the end zone with ease. Colts right back in this thing, trailing 24-16 after failing on a 2-point conversion attempt. Another aggressive decision by Coach Frank Wright. So here come the Bills. It's Cole Beasley. Going to set up this 52-yard field goal. And Tyler Bass puts it through. It's the longest field goal made by a rookie field goal kicker in the Super Bowl era. So 27-16 is the result. Colts, though, again, showing plenty of fight with under 7 minutes to play in this one. That's Nyheim Hines getting it going. Rivers dropping back.